Amendment number 152, offered by Mr. Johnson of South Dakota.
Without objection, the amendment will be considered as read. I now recognize the distinguished gentleman, the sponsor of the amendment, for up to 5 minutes for an explanation of his amendment.
Mr. Chairman, this has been a productive and cooperative effort between Mr. Vasquez and myself. We are both passionate about tribal colleges and universities. These TCUs are rapidly expanding their work in the research and development space. This amendment deals with Title VII in research. The funding, this amendment would take a funding source that they have, and it would allow them to use those funds. It doesn't give them any more money. It doesn't divert funds from anywhere else. It just gives them the flexibility to use those research funds to be able to acquire, maintain, repair, operate key pieces of equipment. If they're going to continue to expand their capacity, it's critically important that in Indian country we expand capacity. And this will allow them to better handle these research projects. And with that, I want to thank Mr. Vasquez for his leadership on this as well. And with that, I would reserve.
Gentleman yield back. The gentleman yields back. Mr. Vasquez is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you so much, Chairman. Thank you to the gentleman from South Dakota for offering this amendment and joining me in this effort. I do represent 7 tribes in my district, including Zuni, Akamai, Sleda, Laguna Pueblos, and Mescalero, Fort Sill, and Navajo Nation. Now, my commitment and duty in representing my district is to advance tribal sovereignty, but just as importantly, to improve education in our tribal communities and ensuring that 1994 land-grant tribal colleges and universities have full and equitable access to USDA rural development programs, just like any other university, is incredibly important. So I think it's past time we take this common step to level the playing field by expanding tribal institutions' ability to acquire land, modernize facilities, and invest in equipment that supports ag research in Indian country. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back my time.
Gentleman yields back. I claim my time to speak on this bill. I want to thank both the gentlemen for bringing this amendment forward to ensure that we continue to support the research capabilities at 1994 institutions. Given this amendment's bipartisan support, I'll be voting yes on this amendment, and I urge my colleagues to do the same, and I yield back. Any other members seek recognition? Mrs. Davids is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would like to speak in support of this amendment. Tribal colleges and universities, including Haskell Indian Nations University in Kansas, offer unique educational opportunities for Native and non-Native students. These institutions provide a strong education grounded in cultural traditions and values. Tribal colleges and universities, or TCUs, contribute $3.8 billion to the national economy and support more than 40,000 jobs across the United States. This amendment would provide authorities for TCUs to use existing federal funding to address research and facilities costs, update equipment, and support Native students. TCUs are not only centers of learning, culture, and community, they are also engines of economic growth and opportunity for both Indian country and the nation as a whole. I thank my colleagues for offering this amendment. I urge my colleagues to join me in voting yes for all the reasons stated above, and so that the federal government can fulfill its trust and treaty obligations. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Now I recognize Mrs. Hayes for 5 minutes.
Thank you. I am speaking in support. Thank you. I'm speaking in support of my amendment, amendment number 142. Currently, Puerto Rico operates under the... Oh, I thought we were moving on to new amendments. I'm sorry. I'll be back. I support Mr. Vasquez's amendment. I yield back.
Mrs. Tokuda, you had indicated, were you going to speak on this amendment? No. Yes. Okay. Mr. Figures, were you going to speak on this amendment? Mr. Figures is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you. And thank you, Mr. Johnson, for submitting this amendment as a enormous supporter of 1890 land-grant institutions and the original land grant institutions, 1862 institutions, which we have in my state. I support all things we can do to support land grant institutions, and the irony is not lost on me that the tribal land grants originated over 100 years, 130 years after the original land grants. And as we know, Native Americans were here first and ended up with the last land grant institution. So they are starting with about 130 year, starting behind the curve about 130 years. And so we need to do everything that we can to support them and get them the resources that they need to continue to be able to sustain and compete. So I support this and urge my colleagues to do the same. Thank you.
Thank the gentleman. Gentleman yields back. Does any other member seek recognition to speak on this amendment? Seeing none, hearing no further conversation, the question is on the amendment. All those in favor of the amendment signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed by saying no. And in the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, and the amendment is agreed to.